It started with a 911 call, a woman's terrified voice echoing down the line. "They're trying to kill me." But when police arrived, she was gone. Days later, her body was found, along with 3 others, all buried in shallow graves along a lonely stretch of beach highway. And it wouldn't stop there. Over the next decade, investigators would uncover more than 10 sets of remains, each discovery raising the same question: who was hunting women on Long Island? May 1st, 2010, Oak Beach, New York. 23-year-old Shannan Gilbert, an aspiring singer from Jersey City, arrived at a client's home for an escort job arranged through Craigslist. Around 4:51 a.m., something went horribly wrong. Shannan called 911, screaming for help. She said someone was chasing her. For 23 minutes, her terrified voice stayed on the line. She ran from house to house, knocking on doors, barefoot, disoriented, begging for help. Then silence. For months, police searched the marshland near Oak Beach. They found nothing until December 11, 2010, when a K-9 unit stumbled upon something unexpected. A burlap sack buried in the sand. Inside, human remains. Not Shannan's, but another missing woman. Over the next few days, they found 3 more bodies. All women, all sex workers, all wrapped in burlap. The pattern was clear. Someone had been using the beach as a burial ground. A killer was out there, and he had been hiding in plain sight. The 4 victims found in December 2010 became known as the Gilgo Four: Megan Waterman, Amber Lynn Costello, Melissa Barthélemy, and Maureen Brainerd Barnes. Each woman was petite, between 22 and 27 years old. Each advertised escort services online, and each vanished after meeting a client. Investigators discovered Melissa Barthélemy's phone had been used after her death to taunt her family. The caller used her cell to ring her younger sister, saying, "I killed your sister." Then he laughed. As police expanded their search, the body count grew. In total, at least 11 sets of human remains were discovered along Ocean Parkway between 2010 and 2011. Not all were women. Not all were connected. Among the remains were an unidentified Asian male, a toddler, and a woman believed to be the child's mother. Different victims, different methods. But one thing was clear: someone had been using Long Island's coast as their personal dumping ground for years. The investigation led to a maze of dead ends, corruption, and controversy. One of the first names to surface was Dr. Peter Hackett, a retired emergency services chief who lived near where Shannan vanished. He had called her mother after she disappeared, claiming he had seen Shannan and helped her. Later, he denied ever making that call. Then there was James Burke, the Suffolk County Police Chief. He later went to prison for assaulting a suspect and obstructing the FBI investigation. Some believe he deliberately slowed the case to hide something. And yet, despite all the suspicion, the real killer, the one responsible for the burlap bodies, remained a mystery. For over a decade, the case grew cold. Families waited. Investigators aged out. And then, in July 2023, everything changed. Police arrested 59-year-old Rex Heuermann, an architect from Massapequa Park, living less than 30 miles from Gilgo Beach. He was a husband, a father, a man who designed office buildings by day, and allegedly stalked women online by night. Investigators matched his DNA to hair found on one victim's body. Cell phone records placed him near multiple crime scenes. And in his basement, they found over 200 firearms, burner phones, and online searches that can only be described as disturbing. Even with Heuermann's arrest, many questions remain. Is he the Long Island serial killer, or just one of them? What about the other bodies, the child and man? Were they his victims too, or the work of someone else entirely? 13 years after that first 911 call, the sand of Gilgo Beach still hides more secrets than answers. A place where the ocean washes away footprints, but never guilt. Maybe one day, we'll know how many victims there really were. Until then, the Long Island serial killer remains a shadow, lurking just beyond the tide. If you found our story interesting, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more.